just trying to get comfy in my seat. Let's see. As I'm waiting for Chuck Schumer to do his live video. It looks like on Facebook he's been having everybody sitting waiting for about 31 minutes now. I know he's about to make my blood boil. There's never a time when I watch Chuck Schumer and he doesn't make my blood boil, so I guess I should be wondering whether or not I should watch. People are already doing like the mad face emojis, and can you see it? It's so funny. And oh, there's a couple of hearts going in there too. He hasn't even spoken yet. He hasn't even showed his face yet. Yesterday it was funny because, well, let me go back. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. It's an Amber thing. I am Amber. I, for the first time last night, got some amazing sleep and slept in until 10:30 this morning. It was quite nice. I was listening to him speak yesterday for a little while, and he's like talking about bipartisanship and how all of these decisions that are being made during this period of time should be done, you know, in a bipartisan manner. As the entire time he's doing his live broadcast, he is bashing the president and bashing Republicans. And I'm like, what's bipartisan about that? Hey, Shauna. So I wanted to say hi for one. And I kind of tell you guys a little bit about where my city sits with shelter-in-place orders. So there's a lot of stuff going on. It looks like a lot of places, including Fresno, got their shelter-in-place orders extended. I think some areas, I want to say Riverside, I heard was extended until June, the mid-June. I was like so blown away by that because I can't imagine anybody, I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine that anybody is for that. I can't imagine it. Hi, Peter. But then again, a lot of people are very terrified. So maybe there are a lot of people that are okay with it. I, for one, am, like I've mentioned to you before, I've like split down the middle. One part is like, I am done with this. Let's move forward. We need to move on with life. We need to get our economy back to a point where we're going to be okay. And then the other part of me is like, my little boy, like, I don't want to take chances. So I'm like, you'll hear me go back and forth in every video until this is over. We're still waiting for Chuck Schumer. So in Clovis, I'm in a weird area. I'm in Fresno County area, where right across the street that way to the east is Clovis, and then to the west is Fresno. To the north is Clovis, and to the south is Clovis. So it's just like this really weird little like neighborhood that just is in a county area. So yesterday, well, let me take it back a little bit further. The day that I went to the beach, it was the 29th, April 29th, I went to the beach and had a beautiful day. Everybody was very respectful with one another. All of the hi Gary. Everybody was, you know, keeping their distance, but also very nice. You know, just very respectful. It was a great day. And then I started on my way home, and I got a call or a text message from a friend of mine saying, oh, did you hear our shelter in place was extended until May 30th? And I was like, dope. And I just felt my whole being like drop, you know, like all of the happiness and joy was just like snuffed out. And I guess, you know, I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to happen, but it was just painful to hear it. You know, just a whole, and it wasn't like, oh, here goes 2 more weeks. It's not 2 more weeks. It was 30 more days. And although there's a lot to be grateful for with being able to be home with the kids and get things done around the house and, all of that stuff, I have this very strong political side of me that is like, fuck this. I can't take no more. Like we're being infringed upon, our constitutional rights are being infringed upon, or, this is cruel and unusual punishment. And, so that side kind of starts to win over sometimes. And then I had to like take a step back because I just felt my whole everything in me just plummet, and I was headed back towards complete and utter tears. And I'm pretty sure, as I was driving home, I had my sunglasses on, and I shed some tears about it. Try not to let the kids see my disappointment in all of it, but very disappointed nonetheless. So the next day on the 30th, I woke up early. I have this new thing. I have always been a really good sleeper. Ever since I was young, like I enjoy dreaming. I have such vivid, amazing dreams. I enjoy all of that. So I love my sleep. And I haven't been able to, sleep very good in a little while now. It's like I go to sleep really late. Well, for me, midnight is really late. So I go to sleep really late, sometimes past midnight, and then I'm waking up super early, and it just makes for an extra long day. And I'm like, oh gosh, Well, I'd woken up on the 1st, May 1st. We went to the beach on the 30th because I know it was the last day, because Governor Gavin Newsom had said, I'm pissed off, basically at Newport Beach and Orange County. So we're shutting down all the beaches in California. So I remember it being like the last day that we could possibly go. And I was like, I will be damned if I don't get my ass to the beach right now and take advantage of, being able to be there. So it was May 1st. I woke up and I was like, okay, Amber, you got to make a decision. Are you going to continue to walk forward and be upset and angry about, all of these things, or are you going to take a deep breath and relax your mind and relax yourself and focus on some more positive things, like maybe starting a garden, maybe starting to make some face masks to help other people out, maybe, reorganizing the house for the 5th time. And I decided to go that route. So I've been taking a little bit of a break off of Facebook, and I'm still there. I'm still, communicating, just not spending as much time. I noticed that for a while there because there was really nothing else to do, and it's the only outlet to be around other people per se. I found myself on Facebook quite a lot. But just taking kind of a little bit of a break from expressing my political views, and that sort of thing. So anywho, fast forward, yesterday my son and I ended up going to one of the only stores that's open around here, which is Walmart, Target, grocery stores, things like that. But I wanted to go shopping. Like I just needed to get out of the house for a little bit. So we ended up going to Walmart, and I felt great. Like being able just to step away from the house for a little while was really nice. And I feel like a lot of other people are feeling the same way. The parking lot was packed. There were so many people there. And some of the stores in our area have been requiring face masks. And so I always put my face mask on my wrist, in case they're going to require it. I don't have to run back to the car and go and grab it. And of course, my little boys always mask up. I don't, however, I don't mask up. I don't, it makes me feel claustrophobic. I feel like my glasses get fogged up. I can't see. It's just super uncomfortable to me. And I know that I'm healthy. So I'm okay, you know? I'm not spreading anything out to anybody that, that is going to be harmful. So I don't feel, you know, bad not having my mask on. Got home yesterday and I'm just seeing, like, I just saw this strange, I've been seeing a lot of ladybugs lately. They've been like flying around and I just saw, and I was like, is that a ladybug? Anyways, that's what you saw me looking at. Got home, jumped on Facebook for a little bit, and I read a post from a friend of mine. He went to our city council meeting, and I have the most amazing news. Clovis has decided to no longer enforce the stay-at-home orders, and a lot of people may disagree with that. I, however, feel great about that. So from what I understand, I talked to, hey, I'm doing a video. Oh, how cute your leggings are.
Hi, Mom.
They're so cute.
Oh, are you in the middle of talking?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so Julie came by. She's like, do you need anything? Because her Tuesday's her day. So I said, can you find some salmon or something? Because my kids love fish and I can't find it anywhere. Anyway, long story short.
Yeah.
She bought me so much stuff. Amber, my freezer's tiny. So I brought you some good stuff. And I was like, because she got me so much fish, I was going to bring you fish. I go, oh, no. No.
Yeah. Oh, did she get you the fish?
Yeah, she got me
Oh, that's
awesome.
awesome.
Salmon. And then, like, more people. I couldn't get it all.
That is, Zeusy, stay down.
So I only share with you because she's like, you can. Who are you talking to with that?
Face, or, YouTube.
Okay.
Ew. Who wants to bring him any?
Okay, so I'm gonna run and get Drake Taco Bell. I bribed him.
I didn't even know you were home today.
I wasn't supposed to be home. He was supposed to be coming from 2 to 5, so I was just gonna leave like around 1.
Yeah.
And then they called me, and they're like, you know what, we could do 10 to 2, or because I already told my boss that.
Yeah.
And so then they called back. They're all, do you mind if we do 1 to 5? Nope, but I took the day off.
Oh, nice.
I know. I got some stuff done, and now we're working.
Work. Oh, what do you mean working?
Like homework.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be doing that soon, too.
So
Oh, I never wanted to be a teacher.
I just didn't want to be home. We work today.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do.
That's okay.
I know. So,
I mean, if you got the time.
I do. Not at all. Okay, that's later.
I'm going to go to the store, to the fabric store later. I'm going to start making some masks. So I'll show you the materials that I have once I get home. And then if you want one, I will make you one.
Thank you, love.
Okay.
Actually, there was
Love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
I some cookies on there, but I didn't tell them yet.
Okay, don't tell him.
Don't. But some of it's frozen, so you gotta.
Okay.
Okay, it's good stuff.
Is it? Awesome. Thank you so much.
Love you.
Love you. My best friend, Robin. She takes care of me so well. Sorry about that interruption. But so what I was saying was that my friend had gone to the city council meeting for Clovis, and he said that it was jam-packed, that there were a ton of people there, and that the meeting was very, very long, and that they had decided, I was kind of propped up here on my coffee cup, but that's not working out anymore. Okay, there we go. So they had decided that they were no longer going to enforce the stay-at-home order. That they basically said that they are, I mean, they can't lift it. They can't, come out and say, we're lifting this order, because they are, they have to do it because of the state. But they said, basically, if you are a business owner, if you want to open your business, that's okay. We're not going to fine you or cite you for opening your business. And if you want to stay closed, that's okay too. Dang it, they found the cookies.
I'm gonna have this.
No, I said no more sugar for today, because you already started out with way too much. So we're gonna chill on the sugar for right now. So, and they said that they're not going to enforce wearing masks. So we don't have to wear masks in the city of Clovis. Now, Fresno, which is one street over, going west of me, they are enforcing masks. And as of tomorrow, you're supposed to wear a mask in public. So it's really a weird situation. I'm excited, that Clovis they said, from what I understand from the meeting, they had basically said that there was never in our area enough evidence to substantiate putting us on a shelter in place in the first place. And for it to last this long was just way too much. And they just weren't going to do that anymore. So, we're free to move about in Clovis. We're free to open up our businesses if we so choose. They said if they had anybody that had a problem with it and decided to call in and, report anybody else for being in public. They mentioned, you can take the kids to the park. They mentioned, that they weren't going to be citing for any of that. So they said if anybody had a problem with it, that if they called into the police department or to the city, that the city and the police department were both in agreement that they were going to say, sorry, this is not our problem. If you have a problem that you want to report, then you can go ahead and take it to the public health department and you can report it there because our city is not going to enforce it. So is that a scary thing? Is that a good thing? I mean, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Do I expect that the numbers go up? I mean, I guess maybe they will go up, but we have a very high recovery rate. We're at a 98 to 99% recovery rate. I really feel like, we need to get that herd immunity going on so that we don't have to fear this thing anymore. Do I think a lot of people are still afraid? I think a lot of people are terrified. And it's sad to me. I feel like it's just sad. It's sad that it's gotten to this point where that we're so terrified to leave our own homes, that businesses are failing, that our economy is going to fail. And with all of that, what will we be looking at as far as the death rate from people that are unable to sustain their families any further? There's so many different ways, I guess, to look at the situation and what's taking place. To me, I feel like I'm seeing this. I'm seeing that big business is being able to run and, do their thing, and they will survive, obviously. And small business is going to be snuffed out. So the rich get richer and the poor, or the little guy, not the poor, but the little guy becomes more increasingly impoverished. And I think that's a really sad thing. Let's see, has Chuck Schumer showed up yet? Nope, he still has the people waiting. It's been
transparency.
Oh, he is.
For the small business programs, the PPP and the EIDL. We all know that a good amount
People
of
are
money is going where it should,
commenting liar, liar, liar,
to very wealthy companies,
angry, laughing.
companies that still have a lot of money, to companies that are taking the loans and even not keeping their employees on. One of the biggest
I
loans
can't
went
even
to a
pause
large
it.
contributor of Donald Trump.
Oh gosh, there he
We
goes
need
again. He's
transparency.
talking about the
We need
president. He's
transparency in
blaming
what
everything on the president always.
small business is really getting. In what regions of the country? What about in the inner
I wish I could share my screen and we could watch this together and we could just do like commentary. That would be amazing, but I don't have that kind of program on my phone right now.
The only way we can improve these programs is to know what is
I wanted to mention something else too, just as food for thought, just as, I've kind of thought about this in passing and I need to really look further into it, but it's my understanding that the pandemic relief, the CARES 1, was already on the Senate desk mid to late January. Mid to late January, we did not even have a state of emergency declared yet. So if that pandemic relief CARES 1 was already on the Senate desk, what does that say about this pandemic? Does it say plandemic? I don't know. I mean, something that I need to look into. If any of you guys have looked into that and have any more information about that, please leave me links in the comment section. Another thing, I forgot to tell you guys, I did a collaboration with Marvin a couple of days ago, and it got a little bit heated at moments. We were talking about COVID-19 and 5G. I think his title had something to do with, like, is there a correlation between the two? And he had a guest speaker that was supposed to be on. I think his name was like Michael or something like that. And he didn't show up in the beginning. He was probably about an hour and a half late. So he put the link, in the description section for anybody who wanted to jump on. And so, of course, I always have lots to say on the subject. I'm very passionate about 5G and all of this COVID stuff that's going on. So I jumped on, and it was Marvin, Jumanji, and myself. And we had a really amazing conversation. And then that Michael character ended up joining in. And he, it was kind of funny because him and I we don't mesh whatsoever. And I could tell from the moment he jumped on when he said, I've been watching in the background for a while. And I did express my views about the American president and the support that I do, give this president. And I honestly think that he was probably a Trump hater, and so a Trump supporter hater. So when he got on, he already had an attitude, and it got interesting towards the end. I ended up just kind of closing my mouth and not saying anything, because he was one of those people that was completely devoted to not seeing anything from anybody else's point of view. He just had his own point of view, and he was, like on it. And he was very like, he's like, okay, let me back up a little bit, because what I didn't realize in the beginning when I jumped on was that the whole reason for this video was I had sent Marvin and I are friends on Facebook, and, we communicate quite a bit. We'll share information with one another. I really, really like Marvin. I think that he is an amazing individual. He cares a lot about his family. He's very passionate about finding out the truths, a lot about, with regards to his culture and, things like that. And he's very open to hearing truths about other things in general. So I enjoy talking to him because, we're a lot alike in that sense. I'm a truth seeker. I am always looking for truth. So I always feel like there is something more going on. And so I'm always searching for what the actual truth is. And they say, when you seek for truth, you shall find it, right? And so anyways, I had sent him a video that had something to do with 5G. It wasn't really I don't know, maybe it was a correlation. That video may have been where they were questioning the correlation between COVID-19 and 5G. And I myself don't feel like there is a correlation. I mean, and I could be wrong. I may need to look further into it, but I just don't believe that there's a correlation between the virus, COVID-19, and 5G. I do believe that there are a lot of things happening as far as like towers and things like that going up right now while we're indoors and we're not seeing it. But do I believe that's causing COVID-19? I'm not sure that I believe that. anyhow, I sent him this video, and it wasn't like, hey, I'm sending you this video and everything in this video is 100% accurate and you need to look at this and take it seriously. It was more like, I'm sending you this video, let's look into this more, like, let's find the truth about this, and we'll share things back and forth with each other when we learn new things. And so he had, he did this video, and what I didn't realize was that they were going to speak on this video that I had sent, because it wasn't until that character, Michael, had gotten on that Marvin finally said, okay, so I shared this video that you sent me with him. So this guy was pretty much tearing this video down and saying, this woman, she that was talking about the 5G, she's trying to say she is a military personnel, or she used to be military, so she's trying to prop herself up. She's trying to give herself credibility, and he was like totally tearing her apart because of that. However, in the meantime, he's like, I am a radio talk show host, by profession. So he has a very even keel about the way that he talks because he does it professionally on a regular basis. But he also, I guess, has some kind of technology or frequency study or some other credential to him that he didn't disclose from the beginning either. So he was in attack mode and pulling this, this video apart. And it got a little intense for a minute because I felt like he was coming for me specifically, because obviously I'm the one who sent the video, and he's trying to disprove what I'm, that I'm wrong about the fact that we should be looking into this further. And then, you should go and watch it. It was interesting because he got to a point where, and I just, after this part, kind of closed my mouth and didn't say anything, but he got to a point where, I was sharing with him the fact that I believe that these frequencies could possibly pose a threat, because there are thousands upon thousands more satellites that are going up, and a lot more. The frequency doesn't stretch as long. Like you need more towers closer together in order to carry this frequency, which means that we have tons more radiation coming into our atmosphere, not only from the skies, but from our homes, from the buildings, from street lights, from, it's just a lot more intense. So I happen to believe that it can be harmful. And I have shared in the past, the fact that I have personally felt sick. Oh man, this is about to, hold on, let me go inside because this is about to die. Can you bring me a charger? Yeah, could you bring me a charger so I could just finish this thought, and then we'll close it off. Oh man, my dog, this is getting difficult. This is getting really difficult because my phone's about to die. My dog just ran in the house. I think maybe I'll just continue this conversation a little bit later. It is an important conversation. If you can, jog over to, I think it's MKT University now. At this point, I think he's changed his channel name. You can kind of see for yourself the video and kind of what happened. Michael ended up telling me, I shared that I can see frequency and I can feel frequency, and that I am an empath and that I feel a lot of things. And he tried to tell me, no, you can't do these things. You can't see frequency. And I'm like, who are you to tell me what I can and cannot see? Like a radio show host? Like, I don't get it. But it got a little bit heated for a moment. And so it made for a very interesting video. Go and take a look at that. I am going to have to get going because this phone is about to die. I thank you for tuning in. I know I did a lot of just meaningless babble, but I just wanted to talk to y'all. Hope y'all are doing well. If you're feeling afraid, make sure you stay home. If you're not, get out there and get your business going again. Get this economy going. Don't let anything hold you back. I realize that this virus is more dangerous in other areas, that it has, it's more saturated in some areas than it is in my area. So I don't take any of that lightly. And this video is not, and none of the videos I ever make are just, they're always only just to share my own opinions and points of view, and not to say anything that is hard and fast, factual on a scientific level. That's not me. That's not who I am. That's not what this channel is about. Please keep that in mind. Not ever here to mislead, just to show and share my opinions. With that, I will let you all go for today, or for now, and maybe we'll chat again later. We'll see. Have a beautiful day. Talk to y'all soon.